Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Dan at HomesWorks Investing. In this video, we're going to discuss why I'm not investing in real estate at this time. So please make sure to stay tuned. One of the reasons as to why I'm not investing right now in real estate is the increase in home prices. If you check out many different places right now, when you do your research, you'll be able to see that real estate has actually gone up in prices, which is rare because many people were predicting it will go down in prices. So what exactly is causing this increase in price is because of a supply and demand issue, right? Before the pandemic, many individuals who had their properties on the market took their properties off the market because obviously they were afraid that somebody will walk through their property, they will spread the virus, even though during that time we really had a lot of misinformation as far as how the virus spreaded. So a lot of inventory was actually taken off the market. Now that a lot of things are starting to slowly open up, still the inventory has been really slow. Therefore, whenever a property does come on the market, it gets taken up real quick, which causes a bidding war. Many individuals that are looking to purchase a home right now, especially with the low interest rates, are fighting over these properties, and of course they're increasing the prices of these properties. Another interesting fact to look at is actually, if you look at many major cities, a lot of individuals are actually moving out of the cities to go into the suburbs, which makes sense. Instead of paying a crazy amount of money on rent, you figure, hey, I could just go out to the suburbs, get a large house for a fraction of the price that I will pay for rent in the city, and still I could just set up a home office space, and voila, now I have a place that I could work from home. I have a place that's large and I'm getting more for my money. Which brings me to my next point. I like to purchase properties that have equity in them because it gives me a great exit strategy if I ever want to refinance them, if I ever want to fix them up, or if I just want to sell them in the future. Right now, because of this bidding war and because of the rise in prices, a lot of the properties that I'm seeing on the market as an investor don't really have a lot of equity. You're actually buying them at or above market value. Therefore, for you to invest in this property kind of doesn't really make any sense. Now, don't get me twisted. If I actually see a deal that makes sense, I would of course jump on it. But right now, everything that I'm seeing is sitting on the market for a really short period of time. And in my opinion, it's completely overpriced. So for that reason, I'm also a little bit wary of investing in real estate right now. For those of you new to the channel, I just want to give you a little bit of background on myself. I'm actually a buy and hold investor. I purchase properties and I hold them. I get tenants to live in these properties, which brings me to my next point. Right now is really a tough time for you to screen a tenant properly. Why? Because even if you find a tenant that has a stable job, a stable income, we don't really know what can happen with this pandemic. Anything can go down. There can be another shutdown. Hopefully there won't be, but that is a possibility. And for that reason, it's hard right now to screen tenants. If I happen to purchase a property that already has a tenant and I inherit a tenant, there are many eviction protections in place. So really these eviction protections are going on until the end of the year. So really it won't be a time for you to be able to evict somebody. Say you happen to get a tenant and you want to work with them, but they just happen to not want to work with you and not follow the guidelines and not really pay, not because they don't have the finances, but just because they want to take advantage of the system. Right now is really not the time for you to go to court, and right now is really not the time for you to even be able to do anything. So your hands are kind of tied behind your back. On the flip side to that, there are many programs out there that are willing to help out tenants that are in need and also willing to help out landlords that are in need. So that can be a positive to this whole outcome. However, how long will that money come before you have to pay your expenses, which are your mortgages, your liabilities, your utilities, and many other things that go along with that property? Another reason why I'm a little bit hesitant to invest in real estate right now is the possibility, like I mentioned before, of another shutdown. In my opinion, I don't see another shutdown coming because everybody is actually working towards getting the economy open fully at its capacity. However, we just don't know what is happening with this virus. There are many individuals out there working on a vaccine, many companies working on a vaccine, many health organizations working on a vaccine. But the reality is we just don't know what will happen in the future. So we don't know if there will be another shutdown. And for this reason, I think it's best to just hoard cash at the moment because cash is king. If there is another shutdown, how long will it be for? How will it impact the economy? What will happen? These are a lot of questions that go through my mind. So as a conservative investor, it kind of makes sense right now to hold off on investing in real estate. Not only am I holding off, I'm actually looking for a positive outlook in the future. Now, one of the things that we've noticed is that within the past couple months, there have been an increase in mortgage forbearance forbearance. There also seems to be many articles and many individuals talking about a mortgage crisis coming because a lot of people are unemployed. So I'm actually looking at this as a silver lining and looking at it as an opportunity for the future. If real estate prices do happen to go down, which I do believe they will eventually, in the unfortunate situation that many individuals happen to file for foreclosure, I'm seeing this as a situation that the market is going to be oversaturated with inventory, and there's going to be many properties out there that I'll be able to just get my hands on and jump on, and many properties that'll be below market value that I'll be able to come in, cash flow, and also fix them up and still have equity within these properties. So this is for me a perfect reason to kind of hold off now and give it maybe another year or two before I actually start investing. Now, I know many people are going to be looking at this video and say, well, what about the low interest rates? There are many low interest rates right now. Yes, my prediction, of course, I don't know the future, is that the low interest rates will actually remain this way for about another year or two. I don't think low interest rates are going anywhere anytime soon. And even if interest rates do go up, they're going to start slightly going up gradually. But at that point, we'll be able to see a trend. And at that point, I'll be able to make a conscious decision as to what it is that I want to do. And also, I just feel like interest rates are going to remain low to kind of stimulate the economy so that people can go out there and people can actually start looking and start purchasing properties. Now, this is the perspective of an investor. If you're a homeowner, I absolutely think this is the best time to start looking at properties. Just be careful because, like I said, because inventory is a little low out there, prices have skyrocketed. So just make sure you know what you're getting into and make sure you're not really overpaying too much for a property. But if you're looking at a home and you see it as a forever home and you think it's a good deal, then hey, why not? I absolutely think this is the perfect time to buy a property, especially with the low interest rates. Lock these rates in and you'll be set forever. Thank you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. On this channel, we focus on growing your pockets. So make sure you stay tuned for other related content. And I really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. Have a good one. Take care.